All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. Holy crap, Batman. Steve Perry technically he wasn't almost the lead vocalist for Van Halen, but he was asked to go jam with Eddie back in the mid-1980s, right after Roth left Van Halen. The story is from Rolling Stone. It's condensed here on Ultimate Classic Rock. Steve Perry has revealed that Eddie Van Halen invited him to a jam session in 1985. Holy crap, Batman. But Perry turned it down because he feared what it might lead to. Steve. Well, my knee-jerk reaction to this is that I don't think Steve Perry would have been a good fit as the lead vocalist for Van Halen, but it still would have been interesting. It still would have been, very interesting to hear what that might sound like. The singer said the informal offer was made after David Lee Roth's departure from Van Halen and during a time when Perry was considering leaving Journey. I was living in the Bay Area and not sure what I was or wasn't going to do anymore, Perry told Rolling Stone. Eddie said that I should come down sometime and we should jam, have a play. Man, at some level within me, I felt so honored because I was in awe of Eddie's natural talent. I wanted to badly do that. We talked about how cool it would be musically. Although Perry was quick to point out Van Halen never mentioned anything beyond the initial jam session, over the next few weeks his mind raced over the possibilities. While he was confident the two could make great music together, he was less comfortable with the idea of trying to fill David Lee Roth's shoes. Again, two very different singers with two very different styles. Although I know Dave likes R&B. He injected a certain amount of funkiness into Van Halen, but not the level to which I think Perry would want in his rock band. And the next album Journey came out with was like a full endorsement of that style that Perry really wanted. I think Perry wanted control as well, and in Van Halen, I think it was Eddie's thing, and Eddie had the control. I don't know that I could be the guy to go out and represent the David Lee Roth years with my voice, he explained. See, I think that's true. It's a different kind of singing. Shortly after Sammy Hagar, who Perry called the perfect version of that guy, became Van Halen's second singer, Perry returned to a reconfigured Journey for 1986's Raised on Radio. So many years go by, and you look back at these albums when they came out, and you weren't thinking as deeply about each album. And you think about Raised on Radio, it was just another Journey album, but it had a completely different sound. The three guys, it was Perry, Kane, and Sean. They were essentially the band at that point, and they had hired guns doing the job of Valerie and Smith. Perry said Van Halen's recent death made him look back fondly on the 2-month stint Van Halen spent opening for Journey back in 1978. We were blessed to be around that kind of musicality because it changed my life, he said. People should know that not only did Van Halen truly make Journey a better band, they made a lot of bands better. Steve Perry showing some real class here in this article. Neil Schon pretty much echoing the same thing about Van Halen and that 78 tour. I mean, these guys, they were all hanging out together in the days. Imagine going to see Van Halen opening up for Journey. That's just sick. I mean, if you've seen Van Halen opening for Journey, let me know over on Patreon. I'd love to know that story. In the meantime, great article. Andy Green again from Rolling Stone, putting together some substantive, did I say that right? Substantial? We'll just switch to substantive work. And again, just firing on all cylinders, putting out great stuff for us here. We thank Andy Green, and we thank Eddie Van Halen. We miss him already. We miss him a lot. And Steve Perry with a great recollection of what happened back in the mid-1980s. You know, I told that story, too, about how Steve Perry and Lou Gramm wanted to go off and form a band together, and I heard that firsthand from someone very close to Lou. That's an interesting story. But with two lead singers, I think Lou Gramm was like, so who's going to sing the most and who's going to be in our band and so forth. But this here is some really great stuff, and it makes you think, what would Van Halen sound like with Steve Perry on lead vocals? Probably pretty good, even though I'm still a little like, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and yes, you can join over on Patreon for just $1 a month. That's all we ask. If you'd like to do $2 or $5 or whatever to donate to the cause of keeping this page and this channel financially solvent, you can do so. That's up to you. It's a good way to communicate to me if you've got questions or you'd like to suggest maybe a topic. I often will do that. A lot of people send me links to great articles that I can report on. So either way, it's helpful to me. If you'd like to join up, it's $1 a month. All right, I am done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.